Okay, so there are 7 levels of vape addicts, and today we're going to talk about them. So one way or another, someone offers to let you hit their vape. It could be in the school bathroom, it could be at one of your friends' houses, it doesn't really matter. You hit the vape, you feel lightheaded for a few seconds, and you think, damn, that was kind of nice, I could do that again. You have now passed through stage 1. Now there's 2 things you can do at this stage. You can either drop vaping and never do it again, or you can keep vaping and pass on to stage 2. Now at stage 2, you're still not addicted yet, but if you're offered nicotine, you will still accept it. Basically at this point, you like vaping, but you're not actively seeking it out yet. Once you start doing that, you'll move on to stage 3. At stage 3, you'll start asking people to hit their vapes a lot. At this stage, you don't have your own vape yet, but you're still seeking out nicotine. The people who are in the bathroom constantly asking to hit your vape are at stage 3. This is the last stage before you are officially addicted. At stage 4, you officially become addicted to vaping. Stage 4 is when you go out and you actually buy your first vape. Now there's a number of different things that can trigger this. Maybe you're tired of relying on other people for nicotine, or you could just be sick of hitting other people's crusty ass old vapes. But one way or another, you decide to go out and buy your own vape. Now there's a couple of different options you have here. You could get one of those box mods that has an iPod basically glued to the side. You could get a pod system like a Vuse or a Novo, or you could go the route that most people take nowadays and get one of those disposables. Personally, I prefer box mods and pod systems, but regardless of what you choose, you now have a vape. And something that you're going to find out pretty quickly is that it becomes very easy to vape. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, when you didn't have your own vape, you were basically relying on other people to hit theirs. If you couldn't find someone who had a vape, or if no one was willing to let you hit theirs, then you didn't get to hit a vape. But now you have your own. There is nothing stopping you from hitting that whenever you want. So you're going to be tempted to vape all the time. Now, maybe you have really good impulse control and you can fight that urge and only vape a few times a day. But most people don't have that, and if you give in to that temptation, you'll go to stage 5. At stage 5, you're starting to hit your vape more than you used to. Now, it's at about this time that you'll run into something called a tolerance. Now, if you don't know what a tolerance is, if you start to expose your body to a substance fairly regularly, it will start to build up a resistance to it. And that means you'll have to consume more of the substance in order to get the same effect. You see where I'm going with this, right? At stage 5, you're hitting your vape fairly regularly, and so your body is starting to build up a tolerance to it. And that means that you need to vape more in order to get the same buzz that you used to. And there's a few things that can happen here. You can either recognize what's causing the tolerance and return to stage 4 by vaping less, you can try and quit vaping altogether, or you can give in to the urge to keep chasing that buzz and start vaping even more. And if you do that, you move on to stage 6. At stage 6, you'll be hitting your vape even more than you were before, and you'll find that your tolerance just keeps getting higher. Something else you're going to start to notice at stage 6 is that sometimes you're going to hit your vape and you won't even feel a buzz from it. But even though you're not getting much of a buzz anymore, if you try and go a little while without hitting your vape, you're still going to have the sensation that you want to hit it. And the only way to make that go away is to hit your vape. And again, if you keep giving into that urge, you'll end up at stage 7. At stage 7, you are no longer even vaping to get a buzz. You are just vaping to get rid of the cravings. And even if you try and stop vaping at this point, you'll end up going into withdrawal. Once you get to this point, it's very hard to go back, so that's why you should really try and keep your vaping under control and not get to this point. Honestly, staying right around stage 4 is probably the sweet spot, because you still get to enjoy vaping, but it doesn't control your life either. So yeah, that's the 7 levels of vapors. Need more videos to watch? Here's a playlist of all the videos I've ever made on this channel.